Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Regarding our textbook, children, we have completed 6 chapters and already I gave you the 5 chapters notes. I hope you all are writing. If you are not writing, complete your notes. Be regular and be sincere towards your work and be up to date. Don't keep on pendings, children. Okay, now today after the sixth chapter we have one poem. Nana. I had a dove. I had a dove. What is the poem name? I had a dove. I had a dove and the sweet dove died. The dove died and I have thought it died of grieving. Oh, what could it grieve for? Its feet were tied with a silken thread of my own hands weaving. Sweet little red feet, why should you die? Why should you leave me, sweet bird? Why you lived alone in the forest tree? Why, pretty thing, would you not live with me? I kissed you often and gave you white peas. Why not live sweetly as in the green trees? See, children, this is a poem Nana, written by John Keats. Who was the poet of this poem? John Keats. Here, one girl was feeling very sad because of the dove death. The dove which she kept in a cage and she tied the dove legs with the silk thread, and the silk thread itself was woven by the girl. So the girl was very sad and she was expressing her sad feelings in this poem. I had a dove and the sweet dove died. The girl had a dove, but the dove was died. And I have thought it died for grieving. Grieving means sadness. Now what the girl was thinking, how the dove died, the dove may died of sadness. The girl was thinking that the dove may died of sadness. And oh, what could it grieve for? But why this one sadness? Why the dove was in sadness? Because she was questioning herself and she was answering her questions herself. Its feet were tied with a silken thread of my own hands weaving. Sweet little red feet, why should you die? Now she was thinking that the dove was sad because why the dove was sad? Because it has been tied with a silken thread. That's why the dove may be sad. Now see, children, sweet little red feet, why should you die? Why should you leave me, sweet bird? Why? Now the girl was questioning the dove. మీన్స్ ఎవరైనా మనల్ని వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోతే మనం బాధపడతాం కదా, ఎందుకు నన్ను వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోయావు? ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే ద గర్ల్ వాజ్ ఆస్కింగ్ హియర్ డవ్, ద డెడ్ డవ్, వై యూ left me alone, why you died, why you have died? You lived alone in the forest tree. Why, pretty thing, would you not live with me? You lived alone in the forest tree, but you may don't want to live along with me. I kissed you and gave you white peas. Always I gave you the food in time. I took care of you, but even though you died, you not live sweetly as in the green trees. As see, children, when the birds are happy, when the birds are in the sky, when they are flying, when they are free. Here the dove is not free, even though the dove was getting food in time, water in time, we want, we won't feel comfortable there. So in the same way here, dove was also kept in the cage along with all the facilities, but the dove died. Now see the poem once, children. I had a dove, I had a dove, and the sweet dove died, and I have thought it died of grieving. Oh, what could it grieve for? Its feet were tied with a silken thread of my own hands weaving. With a silken thread of my own hands weaving. Sweet little red feet, why should you die? Why should you leave me, sweet bird? Why? See how sad the girl was. You lived alone in the forest tree. Why, pretty thing, would you not live with me? I kissed you often and gave you white peace. Why not live sweetly as in the green trees? Why you are not happy? The girl was questioning the dove. Why you was not happy? See, children, what do you think? Why the dove was not happy? Because even though the dove was getting all the things he want, but as it was not free to move, it was very, very sad. Our next story, children, the old man and the seed. Our lesson number 7. Today just we learn the story the old man and the seed. The old man and the seed. See, children, before the story I have to tell you something. Here they have given us the artists, comedian, musician, singer and musician, dancer, film star. Okay, and we have to match the correct film star, correct word to the correct person here given to you on page number 89. Okay. Now let us discuss the story, children, the old man and the seed. See, children, in this story we are going to read about the Tenali Raman, how he outwits Mughal Emperor Babur. Tenali Raman was a poet and jester and to one of the rulers of Vijayanagara Empire, which existed from the 14th to the 16th century in southern India. See, children, in this story we are going to learn about the part of Tenali Ramakrishna. Tenali Ramakrishna was jester. Jester and comedian. Comedian's other name jester, and not only jester, he was the minister in the Vijayanagara Empire. He was the minister in the Vijayanagara Empire. అంటే విజయనగర సామ్రాజ్యంలో ఇతను ఒక మంత్రిగా ఉండేవాడు. ఎప్పుడు చాలా వందల సంవత్సరాల క్రితం, a lot of 100 years back. Now see, children, today we will just discuss the 2 paragraphs in this story. Tenali Raman was a jester in King Krishna Devaraya's court. Where he was in King Krishna Devaraya's court. Now see, children, where he was the minister. Tenali Raman was the minister in Krishna Devaraya's court. Krishna Krishna Devaraya's court. Where he was the minister, children? In Vijayanagara Empire. Vijayanagara Empire lo evari samrajyamlo? Krishna Devarayuni samrajyamlo. Okay. In Vijayanagara Empire, when Krishna Devaraya was a king, in that time Tenali Raman was working there as a minister and a comedian. Okay children, Raman prepared. Once Emperor Babur requested Raman to visit Delhi. He wanted to test Raman's wit and wisdom. Now once this Krishna Devaraya want to test how intelligent and how sportive he was, Tenali Raman was. So he told Tenali Raman, evaru chepparu? Krishna Devaraya told Tenali Raman to go to the Delhi. Raman prepared to leave for Delhi. As the date for Raman's departure neared, even the king seemed nervous. Look Raman, he said, you must impress the emperor and get a reward from him. I don't want him to think that you shine here only. Because Vijayanagara is a place of ordinary people. If you get a reward from him, I will give you 1,000 gold coins. But if you don't, he continued, I will get your head shaved and send you away from here. Now see children, why Krishna Devaraya was sending this Tenali Raman to Delhi? Because in Delhi on that time there was a Mughal emperor Babur, and all are afraid of the Babur. Now this Krishna Devaraya wants Tenali Raman to go to the Babur emperor and to impress that emperor. Evarni impress cheyamani cheppi pampistunnanna? Baburni. Enduku? Because Babur was a very powerful king on that time. So he told to Tenali Raman that if you impress the king and when you return, I will give you 1,000 gold coins. But if you are failed to impress the Babur, I will let you shave, gundu ginchi pampichestadu. I will let you shave and I will send you out of this empire. So here the Raman was ready to move and it didn't scare at all Raman. Okay children, tomorrow we will learn the remaining part of the story. It is very interesting. One more thing children, whenever you are listening the classes, keep your textbook along with you so that you can understand more better. Have a nice day.